Do you think the speech accurately reflected the current state of the union?
That's how I opened up my conversations with two leaders in the local political arena. Will Rodriguez Kennedy, chair of the San Diego County Democratic Party, and Corey Gustafson, former chair of the county's Republican Party.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I think if you compare where we are now compared to 4 years ago, America's made great progress.
This is just theater. And the reality is that we are ready to send a message in 2026 and correct the course of this country.
I met with both following President Trump's State of the Union address, the first one of his second term. And it comes during a pivotal year in politics, which could see a shakeup in Congress, where Republicans currently hold a majority in the Senate and the House.
In your view, did the speech address the biggest concerns voters have right now?
They want to talk about immigration. They want to talk about war in some other country. They want to talk about invading some other country. They want to talk about everything but what is happening in everyday Americans' lives. And so this speech won't have much of an effect on the midterms.
A lot of people are saying that the midterms aren't favorable to Republicans, but that was before the entire Democratic caucus tonight wouldn't stand up and say that they want to put American citizens before illegal immigrants. This is before the Democratic caucus would not applaud for the Trump savings account, which is going to put thousands of dollars in the hands of children in America.
Senator Alex Padilla, the senior U.S. senator from California, also addressed the upcoming midterm elections when delivering the Democratic response to Trump's address in Spanish.
Donald Trump is trying to steal the midterm elections. Ha firmado órdenes ejecutivas con la intención de prevenir que millones de votantes elegibles puedan ejercer su derecho al voto. Y ha insinuado el uso de agentes de ICE en centros de votación para intimidar.
Very different reactions coming from the different parties. Max Goldwasser, ABC 10 News.